People want to be loved all around the world. They're no different than us all around the world.
A developing country is a country with a level of low economic development. Some developing countries are Colombia, Pyongyang, Nicaragua, Iraq, Ghana, and Ethiopia, just to name a few. After reading In Order to Live, we couldn't help but compare our lifestyle to others living in these impoverished countries. Some examples of physical necessities include water collection in Nigeria. Almost 53 million people access water with high levels of a dangerous chemical called NO3. Sadly, almost all third world countries don't even have access to clean water.
Dirty water kills. Right now, 1 in 9 people around the world don't have access to clean water. That is a big issue. When children have diarrhea, no amount of dirty water will rehydrate them. They need clean water.
Unfortunately, inhabitants of these countries live in such underdeveloped areas that even running water is a luxury. Homes in many developing countries do not have heating systems of any kind to keep warm in harsh winters, so instead they use fire to keep warm and to cook their meals. People living in these countries often suffer from malnutrition, and some governments add more of the chemical NO3 than the legal amount to their food supply. The chemical NO3 is a synthetic food preservative that includes sodium or potassium nitrate and nitrites, which food companies put in cured meat to preserve its color, prevent fats from going rancid, and to keep bacteria from growing. Unfortunately, the chemical NO3 forms nitrosamines in the body that increase the risks of cancer.
Undernutrition is most common in low-income developing countries and is prevalent in sub-Saharan Africa and southern Asia, where access to a well-balanced diet is very limited. More specifically, almost 2/3 of the people that suffer from undernutrition live in only 7 countries, which include India, Bangladesh, Ethiopia, Indonesia, China, Pakistan, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Most people in these poor countries survive on diets that include low amounts of protein, high amounts of carbohydrates, and are mainly vegetarian, with wheat, rice, and corn as large staples in the diet. In many low-income, developing countries, people do not have access to well-balanced diets because of variations in local climate, political issues, and increases in population.
In the case of a dictatorship, the leader controls the amount of basic physical needs the community gets, which are very limited, which we previously saw in the book In Order to Live. The lack of physical necessities in developing countries has serious effects, which are primarily connected to health concerns. And when these individuals finally find the opportunity to try to change their lives, they find themselves entering into an unknown world.